Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a little sit down, more like chit chat, relax kind of video with you guys, talking about my experience with long distance dating and just some like helpful hints and like little tips that sort of make it a lot easier, because I know people often think that it is quite hard, and I'm not gonna lie, it isn't a walk in the park, but it isn't as hard as what people think, and there are ways to make it a lot easier for you to cope with. So quick little background, if you haven't already watched my previous videos and don't know, my partner lives in a different state to what I do, so we don't really get to see each other very much. Once or twice a month is sort of what we do get to see. We live about, I think, like 110 kilometers away roughly, or it's like an hour and a bit plane ride. So I thought I would put this video together because I often get people saying to me, I don't know how you guys do it, it would be really hard, I wouldn't be able to do it myself. And to be honest, it isn't as hard as what I think people think it is. Don't get me wrong, it's not a walk in the park at all, but it isn't that impossible. You know, there are definitely ways to sort of help it, make it a lot more easier and smoother for you. So I thought I would put together just some tips that I've found helped us and hopefully help someone else. So my first sort of tip is to plan ahead. So plan when you're going to be seeing each other. So I know for me personally, we sort of do a 2 to 3 week rotation. We try and do 2 weeks, but obviously, you know, events come up and other reasons why you can't see that person on particular weeks. So then we sort of do 3 weeks, but we always alternate who's going to be flying up every 2 or 3 weeks. So by having weekends planned ahead, especially if you do it 1 or 2 months in advance and book your airfares sort of in advance, if you have to book airfares like we do, 1, airfares are going to be a lot cheaper if you do book them in advance, and 2, it also means that you know exactly when you're going to be seeing your partner, which sort of gives you comfort and also your partner as well. You're not going to be sitting there being like, oh, when are we going to see each other again? And then the weeks sort of get longer and longer and it gets more complicated. And it just makes your partner feel a lot more, I guess, comfortable as well, that you're both making an effort. And it also gives you guys something to look forward to then. So you can be like, okay babe, I'll see you in 2 weeks. And you can have a countdown. You're like 7 days, 6 days, 5 days. It sort of just makes things a little bit easier, I guess, having that countdown. So if one person's having a bad day and they're really sooky, the other person can sort of reassure them and say, hey, it's only going to be 10 more days till we see each other. You know, you're not sort of playing that waiting game, trying to guess like when you are and aren't seeing each other. My next tip would be to keep the communication lines open. So try and call them, text them, Facebook them, Snapchat them, comment on their Instagram. Try and do this as often as you can. I'm not talking every single minute of the day, but I mean try and do it at least once a day. Even if it is just like a quick 10-minute phone call saying, hey babe, how's your day? What did you get up to? How was work? You know, it just keeps that reassurance as well there that you are interested in their life, even though their life is so far away from you as well. And then it also, I guess, also in a sense, because they do know what you're getting up to most of the time, that you don't have that sense of jealousy or insecurity because you know what your partner's doing most of the time anyway. So for us, we try and do a phone call every couple of days. Normally it's just when we're heading home from work because that's the best time for both of us that we're free. So we'll have a quick chat on the phone, and that's just really showing, and it is also really great to hear that person's voice as well. So my third tip would be to plan something really special or really nice for those weekends you guys are together. Don't sort of just do the whole sitting around the house watching movies the whole weekend. As nice as that is, and it's perfectly fine to do that maybe like the first night you see each other, but make sure you do plan at least one special thing as well, because if you sort of get into this routine of every time you see each other you're just doing what you would be doing at home but just with someone, it can become a little bit more bland, and I guess it doesn't really keep your relationship exciting. But if you guys are doing something nice and something cute, I don't mean spending heaps of money every time you see each other, even little things like going on a picnic to a beach, going on a mountain hike, going on a little mini road trip somewhere, something, you know, it doesn't have to involve money, but just doing something like that and keeping your relationship exciting and open, it just gives you something to look forward to as well when you are with them. And my final tip, guys, would be to trust your partner. Now, I know this goes for every relationship. You should trust your partner and try not let your insecurities get the better of you. But especially with long distance relationships, I feel like a lot of people, because they aren't with their partner all the time, they don't know what they're doing all the time, they get more of a sense of, well, they could be seeing other people. And I know that is something that when I first went into this relationship, a lot of people have said to me, do you trust your partner? How do you know they're not playing up when you're not there? And honestly, it's just something you just have to trust. The moment that you don't trust your partner, your insecurities are going to start to get the better of you, and you're going to start questioning everything they do. You're going to start arguing, and it's just going to cause a lot more of a ripple in your relationship. Long distance relationships are hard enough without having that added pressure of being insecure and stressed out about your partner, what they're up to, or what other people are up to around them. I hear that a lot as well. I trust my partner, but I don't trust people they're around. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who else is around them, because it's your partner that you need to trust, not those other people. You know, you have to trust that if someone comes up to them and tries to hit on them, for example, they're going to walk away and say no. If you trust them, you won't have a second guess. At the end of the day, if your partner is with you, then you just have to trust them. It's perfectly okay to have male and female friends, and you shouldn't force your partner not to have male and female friends. They should be open enough to have friends of both sexes, because at the end of the day, they're dating you. And I know that, unfortunately, it does happen that people cheat on each other, but at the end of the day, you just have to trust your partner. So I really hope that those tips may help other people out there like myself. Like I said, it's not impossible to have a long distance relationship. It's just a matter of working out what's going to work with you and your partner. So keeping those lines of communication open, trusting your partner, planning ahead, and making those moments you are together special. Honestly, I love my relationship. You have days where you are really sooky and you miss them, but the moments that you are together are what make it so worthwhile. So I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, because it does really help. If you would like to know anything else about long distance dating, or if you want us to do like a Q&A video together, boyfriend tag, anything like that, then please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! With their relationship as well. I don't know how to word this. I can't wait to see you. I don't know when I'm going to see you. Bye!